All right, everybody, this is Zero, and give me a sec to put in the link to the stream because I will be doing an open panel discussion on cooking and in the impeachment trial. All right, let's see. Anybody that wants to come up, more than free to. There's the link, and I know it's probably just the first minute of it, so I don't think people will come up yet. But while I give people a chance to come in, though I'm like really late stream. Hey Ryan. Well, I already know you ain't. But I ain't gonna ask you to come up because I know you ain't gonna click that link. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if the other people I had come up are gonna show up, but I guess I'll just I mean, cause like the people I had come up, we're gonna talk about cooking. I don't really need to talk too much about it. But man, I wanted to talk about this Trump, this the impeachment trial that's going on with Trump. Like everybody is so focused on it. Yeah, yeah, I see you laughing. Yeah, yeah, because I know you ain't gonna hit it. But but yeah, I'm like saying people just so focused on it. Like they trying to make it sound like, oh, he's the worst president on planet Earth. Like nobody's worse than him. And I'm just sitting here looking like there are plenty of people a lot worse than him. And I mean, there's presidents that we've liked that done horrible things that, people had not liked them. They would not have been. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been paying much attention to it either, but it's just like from what I'm hearing and what I know about it so far, because I'm not going to get that invested into it. It doesn't matter to me. But as far as me looking at it and seeing these people get all upset about him doing this and that, and it's like I'm sitting here looking and I'm seeing that people don't understand like how much power people don't understand how much power a president actually has, which is very little. To contrary to popular belief, they hype the president. It's like it's hyped up like the president has all this power, and it's like the president has very little power. Like people sit there and think because that's what the media makes people believe that he got all this power, but he really doesn't. Like if you want the people that really got power, well, I mean, besides people in the background you don't hear nothing about, it would be the senators and the congressmen, the ones that run Congress that pass the laws. Those are the ones who have the power to pass laws and policies. Now, I mean, you can do it. I mean, I would say that people have a lot of control as far as local elections. As far as the national election, people don't really have much control of how it's going to, how the process is going to go on who's going to be president. I mean, people can get emotionally involved in it, and that's perfectly fine. And when I see people get mostly involved, and they think, and they're being led to believe that their vote counts. And I know people are gonna, I know that people, if they see this and they're like involved, very involved politically, they're gonna tell me, no, that's not true. Your vote counts. And then they'll ask, did you vote? And I'm gonna say no. And they're like, you can't complain about it. And I'm like, did we not forget the First Amendment? It's just like, I just don't like when people say that whole thing about people people not being able to have a right to say nothing because they didn't vote. Like, I mean, it's like the president's not picked by the people. If it was, then as far as the president that we have now wouldn't be in office if it was decided by by the popular vote, by the people. I mean, it goes a lot deeper than big corporations, because it's really more. I mean, corporations do have power, but it's like I mean, surprisingly enough, like the world is actually run by a few families. I mean, you'll hear people, mention the Rothschilds. They're the money, and then you got Rockefellers, like which, I mean, which said to start the first corporation, the family that started that. I'm not sure if there was any other form besides that. I would have to look into it deeper. But as far as, who is the president, the electoral college decides it. Now people can say, well, the voters, actually, elect people to elect the people, electoral college to vote in their favor, which is not true. But let's say if it is, I mean, then that means the whole system's rigged, which is rigged anyway, because you don't even know if they're picking who voted for who. Nobody's holding anybody on the electoral college accountable. I mean, it always seems to be funny like that when electoral college doesn't work in the favor of people, now people want to get rid of it. But when it worked for them, there was no problem. Probably mainly because they believed that they had a hand in it, which they didn't. But I guess it's just to make people feel important. And when I looked at this trial, I'm just like, people like, well, Trump did all this, and he he's running rampant with power. He just thinks he can do whatever he wants to do. And I'm just like, do you not know that he's only doing what he's told to do? Believe me, if he was doing something that he was not supposed to do, and he was doing it for all this time, he probably would end up dead somehow. And at the very least, been already somehow kicked out already. It wouldn't even have taken this long for an impeachment trial. They would have figured out either to get him impeached or to force him to resign. Because I know they have some dirt on him, but instead they waited until it got close to election time, and now they want to hold this big trial to get everybody all riled up and mostly involved in it. I'm just like the whole thing don't even make sense anyway, because you're supposed to have a trial. They don't want witnesses in there, but they say they got witnesses. You're talking about the witnesses. If they bring the witnesses in there, then the trial can go even longer and whatever. And the whole thing just sounds fishy to me. I'm just thinking like, are y'all trying to distract us or something? Because that's what I think is happening. I think they're trying to use this whole impeachment thing to distract us from something they're about to do. Because they've always, they've always passed. I mean, this is like a common tactic of the government. They've always passed something that they know people are not going to agree with under, while like some big thing is happening. I'll give you one example. Everybody remembers like when gay marriage was considered legal. When everybody was talking about that, people were, the people that were for it, the people that were against it. While everybody was having their own discussions, people celebrating, people were upset, arguing, going back and forth with each other about it, weren't, so busy, so emotionally involved in it that that because of that, while they were doing that, the government was passing the Freedom Act. And if you don't know what the Freedom Act is what they call what it was said to be the Patriot Act Part Two. They were signing that because the Patriot Act had ran out, and the Freedom Act was to restore that, to keep it going. So while people were busy arguing about that, they have the government passed a bill to take away more of your rights, to violate the Fourth Amendment once again. And if you don't know what the Fourth Amendment is, it's the amendment of illegal search and seizures. I guess even even mention the Constitution. Now I'm like, people that mention it are considered right wing extremists. Yeah, there we go. Got it. Perfect. Got it perfect. So when I just see it looking at like all these people going up against Trump and all that, the president, and people, people talking about, well, his people are turning against him, like, which mean people mean the Republicans, which the Republicans are not his people. Like, contrary to popular belief, President Trump is actually a Democrat. He only became Republican because they were pushing they were pushing Hillary. And as far as I seen, like in the election, because I didn't watch none of that because I did not want to watch didn't want to watch reality TV. But yeah, you absolutely right. Yeah, for the most part, yeah, they are puppets. And another thing about it, I remember I was talking to this one guy who was who was who did he used to do political ads and all that, and I remember I got like a lift ride from him, and we were talking. That's how I found out he used to do political ads, and he said there used to be an old, a running joke in Washington. They were saying like the worst day a president has is when he's sworn in, and then after he's sworn in, he goes to the White House, and then all the uh, all the generals that are in different branches, sit the president down and then tell him everything he's not allowed to know. Okay, Pillar Mom game. Yeah, if you want to jump on the stream, I'll put the link in here and just click on that. I don't know if you ever used StreamYard before, but yeah, if you want to hop on, we can do that. I was just talking about the impeachment trial, but you can come on and talk about cooking if you want as well. But yeah, he was saying like like the longest running joke was, like I said, like they sit the president down and they tell him everything he's not allowed to know, and the stuff that like you heard about, then they find out the real reason why that happened. So it's like pretty much, yeah, pretty much, people, presidents are puppets. And like he even said himself, like the president has so little power. And matter of fact, Oh, I'm not. I'm not either. I'm not either. Pillar mama. I'm just addressing this because I'm like I'm tired of people bringing this up to me in real life, and it's just me just trying to get this out. But like I said, we can talk about whatever. This was just one of the things I was just gonna talk about because I know you wanted to talk about cooking. So yeah, yeah, just come on. I'll bring you. Just click the link and I'll bring you up. But yeah, while you're doing that, I'm just gonna keep talking about it for a minute and then I'll be done with that. But as far as far as that, he was like saying the president doesn't have that much power. Matter of fact, he doesn't have much time to do anything. And I kind of see that because the president's always in meetings. If you see it in the shows and all that, you see like movies where you show the president. And they never and he's always busy. But I mean, it's just like they address the deception I just seen. But yeah, I don't know if you ever used StreamYard before Pillar Mama Gaming. I don't know if you're still hearing that. But if not, yeah, I'll just keep talking until I'm done, and then I'll just shut it down. But it's because, like I said, I was gonna talk about cooking and this too. I was just gonna, if people can't, come up, I would just do that. But yeah, it's just like it's so much confusion. Like just people don't really know. Like people don't really understand like how the presidency works, how politics work. It's like they think they know, but they really don't. And then people want to get upset when you have a different opinion. Like it's just like I can have a different opinion about like somebody, and like if I say something that actually makes a person, let's say the president in this case, makes them look good, then it's like because people have if people have a bad opinion of this person and you don't agree with them, it's like you're supporting this person even if you don't even if you're not supporting them. Like I could say like I can disprove something that somebody said about the current president. And I mean because if it especially if it's true, like just prove something that is definitely not true, and I disprove it with facts, then it's like you're supporting this candidate. And I'm like, how am I a supporter because I disproved that? Now if I said I was a supporter of this person like that, it is one thing. It's like people don't even bother to ask you if you're a supporter of it or not. They just assume that you're with that person, and it's just ridiculous. But I just see it as like one big distraction. I only want to talk about it because I really don't like talking about politics. To be honest, it's all one big theater. One big play. That's probably why they call it political theater. Because like when I see these Democrats or Republicans like argue with each other, I'm just like y'all faking because after y'all get done, y'all gonna go out and eat together. And really how you can tell that some of these politicians work together, you know, check out C-SPAN. See, a law that you've been hearing them fighting against or something that might go against certain parties' belief, and see them agree on something that you would think like that certain parties say they don't believe in, that they would never support, and then you see it supporting it. Like I'll tell you how I really realized it. How I actually realized it was when I think it was like 2012. Matter of fact, it was like trying to pass it was a law or executive or some kind of bill like to go to war with Afghanistan. Yeah, yeah, with that Afghanistan, like go to war in that country. I'm looking, I'm like, okay, I'm like, surely the Democrats are not going to be on board with this, because I mean, they say they're not really for war like that. So when I looked at it, the percentage of the vote was 99%. I'm like, ain't no 99% of no Republicans. So some ain't right here. So that's why I'm like, oh, they all in. That's why I'm like, oh, they're all in it together. And yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like when I say they be chilling together. Yeah, not only chilling together, a lot of them are related to each other. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't know that, yeah, a lot of them are related to each other. Like, you be talking about Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton. They are 19 cousins. Like, the Washington Post actually did an article on it. Like, it was like they did like months before, like before you knew like Hillary Clinton was even gonna run for president. When she was doing the whole thing. I don't know if I'm gonna run. I might, maybe, knowing she was gonna run anyway, but trying to play it off like she didn't want to do it. Try to do like what old President Obama did with the whole thing with how he got in, because like people asked him to go in, and he didn't want to join, and now they're there. I'm like, all right, I know you. I know you got some thoughts. I know you don't want to come up here. I mean, like I said, you ain't got to show your face. I would love to hear your opinions on it, but I know you won't. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm hearing them say they pushing Joe Biden, which people want to talk about Donald Trump's a racist. I'm like, Joe Biden's a racist too. Like Democrats are like actually bigger racists than Republicans. Like people will say like Republicans are the biggest racists. No, not like Democrats. Democrats, what made Democrats bigger racists because they'll like do some racist stuff, but then they'll pretend like they like you, and then like how that Democrat is racist. It's going to say something to a white, be like somebody black and say something to somebody who votes white, who votes Democrat. Get them upset. See how fast that racism comes out of that person. I mean, he's done like certain things. I mean, like he's a Zion. I mean, he can say like he's a Zionist, and if you know anything about Zionists, they are racist. Like they're like part of that whole Jewish. They're like a Jewish group that's like part of that group around the world. And I mean, if you ever seen a video of Israel, like how they treat people who are melanated, I mean, like the Africans and all that, man, you almost think like the Klan was out there, like it was like a whole country of Klan members. And I mean, and that's I mean, it's like a lot of like A lot of white people. It's like well, I'm saying not a lot, but there's some white people out there like that support that type of stuff. Because I remember when they had like the whole thing where Israel was invading Palestine. They tried to say it was a war, but Palis- Palestine doesn't have an army. They're just having soldiers killing innocent civilians and saying that they're fighting a war. And the only time the soldiers got killed is like when they actually brought soldiers to the ground and actually started. Let's see. Oh yeah, they definitely don't like dark skinned people. You think the Klan here? You think the white? You don't think the racist white people here are bad? Wait until you wait until you go to go to Israel. Like they are really racist. I mean, they even have laws like, if you wanted to if you wanted to live in Israel, you wanted to buy some property, you had to ask somebody who was Jewish to co-sign it. You can't be, now they might make some exceptions for Americans, but I don't think they really would do it like that, but it's fine. But yeah, hey, Shar, if you want to hop on, send your hot link. I had to leave early because I was running late for the stream. But yeah, if you want to hop on, you ain't taking that wine yet, that glass of wine yet, feel free. I'll put you on. But oh yeah. I mean, it's just like Israel does. I mean, it's yeah. There's actually a video of somebody actually recording all these instances of racism. Yeah, I mean, and I mean, he like recorded. I think like almost all to the end. I think people started catching on that he be sitting there recording all this. But but yeah, I mean, it just shows you like how bad it really is, and and I mean, I remember like when they had like the protest in Palestine. I was actually, there like supporting the Palestinians because because I was like saying, oh well, like the Jewish people over there, and they was saying, no, we're Jews too. Like even though they were, Middle East descent, they were actually because Palestinians are actually Jews there. So, I think they paint them like they're Muslim. Which now, I mean, I don't know if there is a percentage of Muslims still over there, but or or if there is, like I don't know what the percentage is of them, but if if you if they had people going over there, yeah, I lost my train of thought. But oh yes, I don't know percentage of Muslims over there, but apparently there are Jewish people there in Palestine as well, and not like a part of the part of Israel. Like, and I was kind of finding it funny, like why they call themselves Israelis and not like Israelites. And I'm thinking like, oh, okay, it's because they're invaders. Because that's what Israelis are. They're invaders. Like when they got the country, they were terrorists. That took over Israel. They were a small terrorist group, but they were terrorists nonetheless. Or probably more accurate, they're still terrorists. Backed by the government, and they're not the first ones. Yeah, I mean, let's see, different U.S. Because they have U.S. funded terrorist organizations, they try to act like they didn't start them, but they did. Like the Taliban, Al Qaeda, and even ISIS. I ain't trying to say ISIS ain't backed by U.S., but I mean, if you really think about it, like, how is it that when President Obama came there after they took everybody, took soldiers out of Iraq, took like most of their forces out of Iraq, and said they're gonna train the people there in Iraq so they can defend their country. Like, okay, cool, that's fair. But then, like a year or two later, here comes ISIS. Like that ain't no coincidence. And they have nobody fighting against them. Like, come on, I just don't believe that they just came out of nowhere. I mean, it's obvious they're funded by them, and there's even actually proof of President you know talking mentioning them. I mean, I think it's just like how they do it. They don't really expect nobody to catch on to what they were saying, or they don't expect people to watch every broadcast, so they can actually kind of trick people, lie to them. So with with all that, I don't know who's still here, but even all that is it's just like they keep creating enemies because of probably because they're becoming the government's become more and more oppressive, and when you live in a oppressive society and especially during peacetime, you have to create an enemy. Otherwise, the people will make an enemy of you. And I mean, and everybody know anything about the wars, because I mean, we see like they're trying to go to war with Syria for whatever reason. They haven't done this already, and everybody's freaking out about World War III. I'm like, y'all just need to chill. Ain't nothing about to happen, and even if it is, it's not gonna be nothing life threatening. Oh, hey, Tierra. I don't know if you can hear me, Tierra, but I'll type it in real quick so I see you. I was hoping for a panel. People were supposed to come, and I don't like doing this, holding these StreamYard things, and nobody's showing up. Now I know people got plans and all that, and I just told people about this, but it's all good. I would just rather have this for multiple people. I don't even need this dude if I was gonna just talk about it myself. because I have other devices I could, I have other, have other platforms I can use this on. But I'm gonna talk a little bit more, and then I'm probably just gonna shut it down. I really talk that. Wherever I met, I've been okay. I've been talking for a good while. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, is I don't really want to I don't really let certain things like that really bother me because something that it's the thing about it is what's the point of getting scared about it? Like if it's gonna happen, ain't nothing you can do about it. And if they I mean they gonna if they gonna have a war, they gonna draft more people. And if you're against it, I mean there's something that you probably need to take issues with your politicians on. But even then, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say about it because I don't really see it really happening like that anymore. Because I don't think people really want to go to war like that anymore. And besides, like, I don't even think this country has enough resources to have a prolonged war like that. Because war costs a lot of money. Like, not just like it's a, I mean, big lump sum. Yeah, it's huge. But like just the day by day, that's a lot of money. Cause you got to get the rations, you got to make sure you have a weapon, the vehicles and all that, and those like cost so much. I'm sure they probably cost millions or billions. I'm sure you can probably Americans spend like billions stuff like that because the military budget of the United States is bigger than any government put together, bigger than all the government's military put together. That's how big the United States budget is. The American government, the American Army. So, well, not the American Army, but the American military, because the Army is just the branch of it. But yeah, let's say we got any questions or anybody want to hop on, let me know, because otherwise I may just give shout outs and then I'm just gonna go. All right. Yeah. So you're in the queue in the background, I was eating some. I mean, I was just talking about being I was talking about the impeachment thing, and then I just went into different stuff. So I was just mainly talking about that. But I mean, if you want to talk about that or any of your experiences with cooking, you can do that, sure. I mean, yeah, I mean, pretty much the whole reason me even bring it up was just like talking about how much of a distraction it was. But I'll put the link in there one more time. I did not realize I had talked that long. I mean, pretty much at this point, think I'm just about talked out on. But what I want to find out is, and I'm just moving to another topic. Who's your favorite chef or cook? But yeah, Shaw, if you want to come on up, just come on up. I don't take care, just I was like, if you want to come up, just come on up. Otherwise, I'm just going to shut this down because I mean, I was only talking about it with what I see, but as far as me actually watching this stuff like the impeachment and all that, I don't even really care. Okay, sure. I mean, do you still want to come up or I'm not? I'm just gonna shut it down because I've already been already done spent a good deal of time talking about this, and probably since nobody came up here, I'll probably just edit it a little bit so I can take out the long pauses. So that anybody that wants to watch it, they can just listen. I may do my editing magic on it and make it look good. But since I don't see Shar saying anything, I'm gonna give my shout outs. Shout out to shout out to Orion. Shout out to Pillar Mama Gaming. Shout out to Neo Sex Women, Just as Shar and Tierra. Dang, my bad. I accidentally hit the wrong button, hit myself out. But yeah, yeah. Shout out to Tierra just in case it didn't go through. And shout out to Just as Shar. Thank y'all for sitting here and listening to this. And I will probably do a personality Myers Briggs personality reading if anyone's interested. Oh, hey Silver, you wanna hop up on the chat real quick or you just gonna watch? I'll keep it going if you gonna hop on, but otherwise I ain't got nothing else. Just let me know, brother. Yeah, 'cause I already did like a lot of talking. I mean, but yeah, if you wanna come on, just let me know. I'll wait a minute before I end it. Whether or not you want to come on or not. Don't, then I'll just end it. if you do, like to hear I would love to hear your perspective on it, or whether it be on the impeachment trial or just cooking, or whatever. And here's the link just in case you wanna come on, because I actually hope to get more people to come on, but I guess they didn't want to hop on, or they were busy. Yeah, they probably were busy. But yeah, I'll wait another minute. See. Okay, got some. Hey, brother, I was about to shut it down. You almost didn't make it.
Yeah, I was just
Okay,
listening right now.
got some.
I just got finished through doing a little live stream. I don't know if my sound is clear right now because YouTube messed up on the last part of my broadcasting, man. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah,
So I guess it was just YouTube over there messing around with me, even though I'm trying to, convey a very important message to the family as far as bettering themselves and building wealth. And I don't think the dominant society doesn't like that. It's pretty obvious.
yeah. I mean, it's like when people say like, "Oh yeah, our president's never gonna let us do that." I'm like, "Yeah, the president's never gonna let you do it. You're not supposed to let you do it. You're supposed to." That's the whole. That's the whole point of revolution. You're supposed to fight against a smaller group against a larger group.
That's a fact.
You have to overcome it.
That's real, man. That's real. So what's the topic for today, family?
I mean, I was like waiting for you and like other people to show up so we talk about cooking because I know like one of my subscribers she said she wanted to talk about it. I guess she came in, I guess she left, but yeah, I know you say you like to cook, so let's talk about that. I was talking about the whole impeachment trial and how I think it's a distraction and all that, but
Oh yeah, big time, big
yeah,
time. I'm not falling
yeah,
for that shit.
yeah. I mean, the only reason I address it because I get tired of hearing people in my real life tell me how, you know, what the president's gonna do and all that. I'm like, man, y'all don't even understand like how the presidency works or how much power the president really has.
Right, right, right,
I'm
man.
like, I'm,
Oops.
I'm like, y'all don't understand politics, but then trying to tell me about politics because I didn't want to vote. I'm like, yeah, yeah, my vote's not gonna count.
Yeah, man. It's a dog and pony show right now, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody's fighting amongst each other, and no one's getting along with anybody.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I would say the only legend I can say would where people count vote will really count is the city elections. Like in your city, that's pretty much where the people have most power. That's it.
uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, I already knew about the gig of as far as voting for presidents and
Yeah,
things of that nature. I mean, you can only fool the people for so long. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
mean, I
we're
mean,
at
I mean, the fun thing about it, they actually tell you in government class.
bro. There you go. See.
They actually, they actually tell you. People just never paid attention.
Oh man.
I
What
mean,
a
I mean, I mean, I mean, even if it wasn't in government, I'm sure like history class definitely said something about it.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, well, yeah. I know you could, brother. Tell us a little bit, about what you do as far as that.
Well, I don't have a specialty. Um, in a sense, I did want to dabble everywhere. So it's whatever that comes to heart. You know what I'm saying? But ever since I switched up to being a vegan slash vegetarian, my whole cooking style has changed dramatically because when you're in the arts of or in the field of cooking, you're dealing with poultry, you're dealing with meat, you're dealing with vegetables and things of that nature. And now that I cut out meat and poultry out of my diet, now everything is pretty much plant based. Um, it has it took me to a whole nother sector of cooking. Um, yeah, I don't cook any meat or anything like that anymore. It's everything's plant based. So now it's all up to my creativity of what I come up on mentally um, to feed myself. And as I come up with recipes and ideas, I tend to put those things on my channel so that folks can actually get an idea of what to cook and to put on the table for their family. That's a lot more healthier and a lot more fulfilling. Um, you know, being a vegan slash vegetarian doesn't have to be boring. Like I always say, you just have to put a little creativity behind it, and you can just make it just as good as if you were eating the regular stuff. Well, I wouldn't even call it regular because that was just something that was forced onto us to indulge on, like pork, meat, and chicken and things of that nature. So just knowing based upon history is that we as a people have always been a plant-based type people. So I mean there was no means for us to kill anything to support ourselves. Um, I feel like it's a lot more of a better transition. You feel a lot more energized. You feel a lot more light to your feet. You don't feel sluggish nor tired. You have more energy to do what you want to do. And that's what helped me throughout my journey. And I'm still going through this journey. This is a journey that won't stop until the day I die. And now that I'm finding it being beneficial to me, um, I tend to share the same things to the family so that they can prolong their lives and live, live to see their grandkids and everybody else in their family grow up instead of living a short life. I cook to live, and I don't eat to die in a hurry. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
everything is pretty much how can I say in moderation. I'm down to like one meal a day. So I drink a lot of healthy stuff in the morning that lasts me all the way till uh, the afternoon, where I can fix up a good dinner, a nice hearty dinner that's gonna fill me up for the rest of the night. So it's not something that you can do overnight. Of course, you always have to train your mind, your body, and your soul to do these things. What might be good for me might not be good for the next person, but this is what works for me. So there you have it. We can talk about the cooking careers and everything like that. I don't know what you think about this.
As far as like vegetarian, vegan, yeah, and the vegan foods. There's a lot of good vegetarian, vegan alternatives. At least what I had, I didn't really had nothing that was actually bad.
Hmm.
Far as what I've ate, I've never eaten it. No, no, I'll take that back. It was like one, but it was like a chef that made it, but I don't think he really makes vegan or vegetarian food like that. So I think he was probably trying something out. He probably thought it was going to be good, and it just wasn't.
Mm, I see. Yeah, I mean, as for me, I, I've been seasoning a lot of things, so I mean, I just know what goes good with what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of people. Even like meat. Like if you don't season meat, it just tastes bland. I
Uh-huh.
mean, it had no taste to it, but it's like it's really like the seasoning that people are really
Adamant.
attracted to because like if you season up stuff the right way, if you know how to do it right, then yeah, it's gonna taste. I mean, it's gonna taste good. And I mean, if you wanted to try to, if you wanted to keep that taste of meat without actually eating meat, there's ways to season it up where you ain't got to really eat the meat, but you can trick your body and think you're eating some meat or something like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See, seasoning is the key.
Yeah,
Uh, you always want to. But the thing about seasoning, you can always put in, but you can't take out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So if you oversalt anything, I mean, it's almost nearly impossible to take out what you've done. Besides, unless you're gonna wash it, wash it again, or just
yeah,
wash it over the water to minimize the salt. But pretty much in cooking, it's a one time deal. You know what I'm saying? You season it the way you want it to be seasoned, and that's why I always like to taste my food before I even cook it to make sure that the seasoning is just right. That's something that people need to do a lot more often. As for me, I've always learned that if it's something that you wouldn't eat, then don't serve it. You know,
yeah, yeah,
I'm very strict about that. I feel like presentation is a good thing as well, because if the food doesn't look appetizing, then who's gonna want to eat your food?
yeah,
And
yeah.
the best high for me is somebody enjoying my food. So why not go all out?
Yeah. I mean, and like that right there is like kind of like what culinary arts about. Like you want to have food that tastes good, but you also want it to look good because if it don't look good, don't nobody want to eat it. If
Mhm.
the food look nasty, people gon' want not want to eat it, even if it tastes really really good.
All right, that's a fact. That's a fact, man. So where have you worked? Have you worked in the cooking like industry?
Well, I mean, I've done like like a couple of y'all are where I was just a cook, but like where I work at, even though I'm working as a dishwasher right now, but in my spare time at work, I learned baking, so I'm trying to learn everything I can about baking, so I can run my business one day, be a pastry chef.
Oh
So
man, that's great. One thing about baking that I learned is that it's a science. You know what I'm saying? You put a little bit of anything too much, it's not going to turn out the same. You know what I'm saying? You got to be real meticulous about your measurements. Everything
yeah,
works to a science. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the thing is particularly about baking is like it's like really even though you have a recipe, it's like a lot of what's dealing with baking is done by feel.
Okay. Okay.
Cause like I mean, yeah, it is a science, but it's not an exact science.
Mm. Hmm.
Cause like you could follow the recipe and it might have work that point, but it might not be, as good as you want to be. So you might have to add some in, or you might not have to, or you might not put some put some in because you see it being too much, or some ain't enough, so you put more in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
I see baking like chemistry. You know what I'm saying? It's always mixing this and mixing that. You know what I'm saying? And some things might taste better than others.
yeah.
Um, yeah. What was I gonna say? So what's your like specialty in baking so far?
I don't really have a specialty. Not yet. I haven't learned how to bake enough stuff to really have a specialty.
Mm. Okay. All right. All right. That's what's up, man. Yeah.
But
Well, go
yeah,
ahead. Go ahead,
I
brother.
was I was say, but what I can say is like I won't cook anything. I won't make anything that has pork based ingredients in it, like gelatin or something like that, or marshmallow.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Well, so marshmallow is made out of pig, huh?
yeah. Yeah, they had like gelatin in it.
Oh my god, man.
I mean, unless you get like kosher or plant based, yes.
Right. I mean, I haven't ate a marshmallow in a long time, but just to think about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn,
Yeah,
well, people are really eating these things and not knowing what's in it, you know? That's
yeah. I mean,
crazy.
yeah. I mean, you know, you got like Jello. I mean, it
I
used
mean,
to.
yeah. Right. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of surprised I found out marshmallows that, but yeah, I was like, oh wow, that's it. Fancy ass stuff coming pig. I mean, it was crazy. And I remember like last month when I learned how to make a chocolate mousse. Well, actually chocolate caramel mousse, which I learned how caramel is actually made. I mean, I found out that caramel is actually burnt sugar.
Mm,
But
wow.
yeah, I mean, but you have to burn it at a
At a
certain
degree, huh?
certain yeah. I mean at a certain burn to a certain color.
Uh,
Other
oh,
yeah, I mean yeah. So usually what they do with the caramel squares, they usually like after they caramelize and all that, they'll like add like maybe butter and cream and probably like vanilla extract and probably salt to taste it to make
uh-huh.
it taste. Because I mean, a lot of people know, like, yeah, like salt bring out a flavor in a lot of stuff. Like that, that's like bacon too.
That's crazy, man. Oh man. So pretty much I think it's caramel is like the reduction of of sugar, right?
I don't know if it's a reduction of sugar, but it's definitely like sugar being burned over a pan because like you have to because like when I learned how to make it, like you had to sprinkle sugar in a pan and just let it sit there and like when it's cooking like
Yeah.
it turns brown.
Right. So it's that my God. All right. So it's called reducing. Yeah, it's reduction. It's reducing. Right.
I'm not sure if it's reducing or not, but it's definitely burning the sugar. So
Okay. Wow. That's I learned something new.
yeah, I learned that day too. I was like, oh okay, did not know it was burnt sugar, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so get them little squares. It's just burnt sugar in a square.
Oh man, damn, and we putting that shit in our bodies, man. Ridiculous.
I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Like when I learned how to make cakes, like it's like in like really like in a lot of like the cakes that taste very salt and very moist. They ingredient that's used a lot in like cakes,
Hmm.
and it kind of it actually surprised me. But sour cream is actually used a lot to keep cakes moist.
Okay, yeah, I've used sour cream
Yeah.
for cake once before.
Yeah, I was like, that's a sour cream because I was like kind of wondering like it's gonna taste like sour cream, but you don't even taste it.
No, not at all, man. It's like it just dissipates. The taste is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The cake is
Yeah,
you don't taste the sour cream. Remarkable.
yeah, yeah. Like when I told about it, like it's just like a fat, like like a fat to, just kind of adding the fat, like kind of like butter or something like that. But it's just
Hmm.
just like you had some dairy into it. So yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, yo, shout out to Chef Oriel, man. That's
Oh
my
yeah.
yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah. Yeah. You good brother. I guess it must be too early for him today because I invite him, but I guess he had probably ain't woke up yet or something.
Yeah, he's like a crossies, huh? He's like somewhere in Dubai or somewhere.
Yeah. He said he was in Dubai.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a major time difference.
Yeah, yeah. I can't look at the time. I think probably now probably like eight in the morning now Sunday
Yeah.
where
Yes.
he is.
Yep, exactly, man.
So he probably still catching some Z's. So
Hmm. Hmm. One eye open, one eye closed.
yeah, y'all remember I had a homie who oh, okay, he woke up. I guess we summoned him.
Oh, okay, there you go. I'm in
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. I mean, but I had this homie who was like a raw vegan. He made like he would make a lot of dishes. And like it was like a lot of stuff he couldn't eat. So like a lot of stuff he made. I remember he made like raw chocolate chip cookies. I mean they were good. He even made like raw cheesecake, raw vegan cheesecakes and
Wow.
cookies. Man, they were good. I've eaten. He be selling them, making money off of them. I be trying to buy them like, yeah, let me go get some cheesecakes, man. Them cheesecakes good.
Hmm.
but, but
Hmm.
I mean, but he moved to Hawaii and he doing his own thing. I don't even know if he's still selling them or not, but
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Man, I think well, whenever we come up with a great idea, we need to figure out how we going how we gonna patent it, how we gonna put it down on paper and protect it so that other people don't come up on the recipe, man, because we already know what's been done to us in history. We always come up with such great ideas as far as inventions, and they just get stolen from us from up under the rug. And we just need to find ways how to patent those things so that other people won't be you know taking credit for something that has been done by someone else.
it's kind of funny, like a really like a person who created like a whole lot of stuff that like kind of underrated is like George Washington Carver. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
man,
Know, you
he
know, the,
made
the crazy story about him. Well,
yeah.
go ahead, brother. Go ahead, brother. I'm gonna tell you in a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was like saying like he made so much stuff from like peanut butter, soy, and all that, and they and I don't think they give him credit for is making peanut butter. I was like,
That's crazy. Yeah, man. That I learned a lot about him in elementary.
yeah,
He was a genius, man. One thing that I learned um, watching Hidden Colors was that man, it's just history is fucked up, bro. I mean, I don't know. Can can,
well,
can I
yeah.
like express myself on your panel, or is it
I mean,
like
it's great stuff. Yeah, just try to tone down the language. That's it.
all right, all right, all right.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't got a problem with it. I just don't. I just want to get monetized one day. That's
Okay.
all.
All right, family. All right, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up right now for the record. One thing that is so messed up about history, about what people have done to us to keep us at a lower state, man. Um, I learned a lot more about George Washington Carver when I watched Hidden Colors. I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah. I've seen it.
Yeah, man. It was just so sad to me when I heard that they castrated this brother and he wasn't able to have any offsprings, you know, to have his generation to prolong into the future. I think that's very important. You know what I'm saying? And they took that away from him just like that. And the fact that he didn't have his testes made him sound like a girl in a sense. I don't know if you heard his voice, but it sounds like a woman's voice, and people thought he was gay because of his voice. But little did they know that they castrated him when he was a young man. Um, that's something I'm not able to forgive. That is something that man, um, I don't know. It just blows my mind. It just blows my mind. That's what it really does. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I always try to put myself in that person's situation and just to experience that, man. You know, well, what kind of horrifying feeling must that be to be under that kind of a predicament, bro?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, as messed up that was. I'm gonna try to. I got a question. Like, you have any favorite chefs that
Uh,
look up to, or or take inspiration from?
well, when I was growing up, and we had the money to actually afford cable, I used to watch Emerald Gassi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 I see him. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to watch him. Um, who else? Who else I used to watch? I used to watch Paula Deen a little bit here and there. Always adding 4 sticks of butter to everything. um, I also who else? Who else I used to watch over on TV? Um, Bobby Flay. Used to watch him. Um, who else? Who else? My mother. My mother is a chef, so I used to watch her. She's my first teacher. You know what I'm saying? She's the one who taught me how to do certain things in the kitchen. So, I gave her the credit, if anything, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You asked my teacher. I had to teach myself how to cook.
Yeah, well, me too. I mean, at a young age, man, I was left alone for a few hours when I got home from school, and there was no food. So, what was the first thing I learned how to do was make top ramen, and then after just top ramen got boring, and I was like, okay. Then I go to my friend's house, and they were Asian, right? So then they would add an egg to their top ramen. So I said, okay, let me try that. So I went home and then I tried that. You know what I'm saying? Add a little egg to the top ramen and everything like that. And and so on from there. It just my skills just kept on getting better and better from there. And then I started doing quesadillas and stuff like that at home, which was easy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm
Mhm.
in elementary school and I'm cooking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making little simple things over here to survive. For the little pairs of hours that I was alone. But besides,
Yeah.
you got to start from somewhere, family.
Yeah. 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 I remember the first thing I learned how to make was pancakes.
Pancakes, man, that's my favorite, man. I love pancakes, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mine too.
I love me some pancakes, man, with that nice butter on the top and that nice maple syrup. Mm-mm-mm. I used to I used to eat pancakes with Aunt Jemima. Oh, Miss Butterworth syrup. She's out.
Okay. Yeah. 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 I used to like to eat a lot of eat pancakes, a lot of syrup. But yeah, we got Chef Real Young here. I don't know if he can.
Hey, Chef Oriel, what's going on, my family? How you doing, brother? Oh, I don't know if he can hear us.
It might be. It might be the connection if he can't say anything.
Okay, yeah.
It might take him a minute to get it the way he wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Absolutely.
it, but until he get through, we just keep talking until he can get it to get on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And what was the other thing that you learned how to cook at a young age?
I think like when I learned to cook pancakes, I think I learned to do it at 18, but it was just like cause like when I was younger, I kept asking my mother and my grandmother like, yeah, show me how to cook,
Uh-huh.
and they all tell me they always would start showing me how to cook, and then after that they would end up taking over it, so I didn't really learn.
Oh, okay, got you.
So I was like, okay, I think chef's trying to get in, but it's not coming all the way through. Okay,
Okay,
but
he has
yeah,
on his VPN. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but 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 it was like that. And then I think after that, like I started learning how to make I think it probably like not too long there learn how to make chocolate chip cookies. And I remember like the first time I did it,
Okay.
I asked my grandmother how to do it, I mean after that I kind of wish I didn't wish I just did it on my own and did the follow the recipe. But
Uh-huh.
I Because like when I asked her to do it, like yeah, we like follow the rest of the most part, and then when it came to the salt part,
Hmm.
you don't supposed to put like a teaspoon in there, and she just started like just putting way more than that, and I was like, I said, don't say a teaspoon. She said, no, I know what I'm doing. I got it. And I'm like, okay. So after they did it, like after we made it, those were salty cookies.
Oh shit. Oh man, that's crazy. Yo,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, 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 yeah. So after that, I had to, after that, like after the next time I made them, I just did them by myself, and they came out right when I followed the recipe. So
uh, yeah, one thing I enjoyed making, brother, was French toast, man. I love making some French toast. It's so easy, so simple. You just add a little bit of vanilla extract, some cinnamon, and when I used to eat eggs, you know what I'm saying? Just put that in,
yeah.
into that.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Finally came through.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. How you been, fam?
yeah.
I'm speaking to y'all by way of Dubai through a French server.
Oh,
I have to turn the VPN on. I had to turn the VPN on to be
Yeah, I
able to get
say,
on because
yeah,
the
yeah,
UAE they block a lot of streaming services over here.
oh, that's crazy.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I remember I interviewed him. He had like a big problem getting on because of that. But we made it. He made it happen. So
Oh snap. Okay, so
But look at God. Look at God.
won't he do it?
oh man, Chef Oriel, how long you been in the kitchen, family?
My whole life.
Your whole life, man.
My whole life.
It seems like you have a good record then.
No, I mean like commercially, professionally, it's like 12 years.
12 years.
But
Oh,
yeah.
all right, all right. Wow. Damn.
Yeah. Chef like I've been cooking all my life. All my life I had to cook.
That's what's up, bro. Oh, what's some of the things that you enjoy cooking?
um you were just mentioning French toast. Breakfast in
Yeah,
general is
yes.
always fun to cook
Hell.
because
Yeah.
I feel like you wake up in the morning
Hmm.
and I mean breakfast is essential. So your body actually really wants it and really needs it. So you definitely pay more attention to crafting your breakfast, and making sure it's the right thing for you. So yeah, breakfast foods are really fun to cook.
I concur. Yes, I agree, man. Absolutely. I remember when I used to work in the kitchen professionally, and they would make us make breakfast, and breakfast was something that I took a lot of pride in. It was just fun. It was just fun to do. I mean, I take pride in everything I do, but as far as like breakfast is like the most fun. Um, it's always funner when you're working with somebody else as well. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, man. You just come up with a whole lot of creativity at
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Breakfast is just the you know what I'm saying? It's the
Yeah,
shit.
for sure.
Hmm. Hmm. What's the weather like in Dubai right now, fam?
It's decent. I mean, yikes! Like this time last year, it
Uh-huh.
was in the kind of lower 80s, but it
Oh,
really dropped this year, and we've been getting a lot of rain. So right now it's like 65. It'll probably go up to 75
oh wow.
Man,
because it
man,
only rains like 3 times a year here. But 2 weeks ago, it was like flooding and people were freaking out because there's no sewers, there's no nothing. Everything was flooding from the rain because it rained 3 days straight. And people have said they haven't seen that in over 25 years.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It seems like a lot of things are happening around the world in biblical proportions.
Yeah, it's unheard of here, and I was very shocked because I've been here for 2 years now, and when it rains, it's usually in the winter, and maybe it'll rain for like 2 minutes, but it's really light, really mist. But this was heavy, and it kept coming. Schools were closed. A lot of people couldn't get to work because the roads were flooded. It was bad, but yeah, that's behind us now. But we're hoping that it doesn't get worse next year. Because we couldn't even get deliveries. We couldn't get deliveries from our trucks. We couldn't get deliveries from people's uniforms. We couldn't get the food. We couldn't get anything.
Whoa. So that just took a toll on the industry itself. Rain.
Yeah. It's like London and snow.
Oh,
when it snows in London, the whole city shuts down.
Wow, that is crazy. Oh man. What's the currency over there that they use in Dubai? Because I've seen something on YouTube, I believe, where they use the gold. They use gold as a form of currency out there, like the rich folks. Is that true? Uh-oh. What happened?
I don't know.
Or the VPN shut off?
It might have if it. Let's see. I did doing some other VPN must shut off. He probably got to go through another one.
Oh man. All right. Yeah, but I seen something on YouTube where like these rich folks out in Dubai, they have like an ATM machine where it dispenses gold, and it's like a form of currency out in Dubai.
I mean, to be truthful, gold has always been a form of currency. I mean, just.
But it's just more used in their society a lot more frequently.
Yeah.
He got kicked out, so that's what happened. He got kicked out.
No, man, I think he left, and then I guess.
Okay, got you. All right. Oh man, yeah, YouTube acting real strange today.
I don't think it's YouTube thing. Is StreamYard, but then like on top of that, he has to deal with the deal with the blogger streaming services in Dubai. So
Yeah,
yeah,
restriction thing.
So he got to do a lot more than we would have to.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Man, you trying to travel this year or anything? Or have you ever traveled?
You talking me?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've traveled since man, I think last place I've been traveling outside the country, but last place I traveled was probably in I'd say probably Alabama, I think.
Yeah, man, you need to get out there, bro. It's a whole nother world out there. You really need to get out there and see the world, man.
I gotta have money to do that.
Yeah, work hard and get it, brother. Work hard, make some investments where you can actually, have it funded for you. There's opportunities out there. You just have to take the initiative to actually, make the move. Because no one will make the move for you. You got to do the move for yourself. It's like no one's gonna help you. You know what I'm saying? You got to help yourself. So, it's all.
I never expect anybody to help me anyway. I always expected, I gotta do it myself anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's the way of the future right now, bro. Gotta help yourself. No one's gonna help you.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can
get Chef Oriel back on.
trying to click it back over to say it ain't connected. But
All right.
oh, okay. I think he needs to connect his video and audio, but I don't know if he hears us or not. I think
Okay.
I, cause like when you use it StreamYard, if I guess if you come back in and I guess if you you know, if the internet kicks you out, you have to hit that little camera button and hit the audio input to get you back in.
Okay. Got you.
Yeah,
Got you.
cause I know, I know that happened. Like when I tried to get in the broadcast studio, it's like
Uh,
I'm in here, but then show the screen and thing like. But I'm like, I said, I know I'm in here, but it's like I had hit that thing in order to get it back in there. I was like, oh, okay.
mm, mm-hmm,
So,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right.
but I mean, you know, you know, StreamYard, yeah, even though it's still like in a work in progress, they're constantly, you know, working on it, you know, because
Yeah.
they have like town hall meetings on it, like you know, tell you what they're trying to do, you know, suggestions that people made, what they wanted to happen to it, or you know, whatever, you know, what problems they might have with or something like that. They work hard to try to fix it.
Okay.
Yeah, so like every week they doing something.
Yeah.
Some
That's right. Man, the thing that we need to do to resolve this whole situation here, we need our own everything, man. We need our own YouTube, our own everything. You know what I'm saying? That's how we're gonna defeat the beast per se. Um,
yeah,
yeah, man. That's just the way I see it, man. We just need our own everything.
uh, so this is backstage. I don't see him though.
I'm backstage again. You don't see him?
Nah.
Hmm. All right, that's weird.
I guess the internet connection probably ain't gone all the way through then.
Wow, that's crazy. Hmm. Okay, I'm hoping on every server I can find. Oh, he's hopping on every server he can find. Damn. Super hacker.
We'll still be here, but yeah, let's. But what were we saying before we you know? Because I know you said saying about cooking. Because I want to try that.
Right, what you say?
I said. So what were you saying before we you know before we were trying to figure out what chef was trying you know chef trying to get on there.
Uh, well, we were talking about traveling, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I mean if you ever see the interview I did with chef, like I did it with him last week, Chef Oriel.
Mm-hmm.
I did an interview with him last week, and I'm sure. Let's see if we can get him back on here. Okay. All right.
All right, back on. All right,
Let's see if he sits.
chef,
Yeah.
come in, come in, come in.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh man,
But
Dubai,
yeah,
Dubai,
Dubai's working hard.
damn, yeah, you probably sweating over there trying to get this to work.
They be like, oh, you on another server? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. We gonna shut that one down.
right, right, right. Oh man, that's nuts. That's
But
nuts.
like Chef will tell me, Chef will tell me that you know, there's not enough there's not enough American chefs there. Like say you say if you're an American chef, you could probably do really well like in other countries. I think they probably more like Europe, probably like where he's at, or maybe even in maybe European countries too, because they're saying like a lot of people are ordering their food on the app, so like they're ordering fine cuisine on apps, so it's not like enough of need for chefs, you know.
Yeah, I think it would do good internationally, just due to the fact that when travelers make their way out there, sometimes they want that food that will make them feel at home, comfort food. So yeah, I would see how American chefs can make some good, decent money outside of the United States when it comes to that.
I think they what you meant. I think you meant like probably more like just like chefs period, because there's not a lot of chefs out there, so really doing it. So yeah, come out there, you want to learn how to do it, you definitely can. But yeah, yeah, American cuisine, yeah, you know, you bring some soul food out there, and like in certain countries, yeah, you make a killing. Like I have like a friend in Japan, like like people that do like a soul food business out there, they are making a killing out
Uh,
in Japan.
that's crazy. And I heard that Chinese or Asian people are getting into the soul food industry now. They trying to take what's ours again. They need to
Well,
start paying some royalties, man.
I mean, they'll try. I mean, but they can't be putting rat and dogs and all. I'm just playing Asian people. I'm just playing. Don't flag this video. I'm just playing.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. How long? So how long have you been cooking professionally?
I haven't really done professionally yet.
All right.
I'm like more in the process of just more in the process. Oh, I'm more in the process of just learning. So
Okay. I got you. I got you. He said StreamYard. Yeah, Streamlab is banded like crazy here. Okay, I'm going to have the Fed at my door soon. Oh shit! I want that to happen, Chef. Lay low, brother. It's good. It's good. You come on another time. Um,
I think you be sending messages what I do. Like,
oh, you don't see the messages?
well, I mean, they don't show up like as fast as you might see it. I mean, if I do, I would have to go and look at it on the YouTube website if I wanted to really look at it.
Yeah, I'm using both of them. I'm using StreamYard to connect with you, and then I'm watching YouTube at the same time.
Yeah.
So I have two screens. But I've been in the kitchen for 10 plus years, and it's all here in the Silicon Valley. So I worked for a lot of major companies like Facebook, McAfee, um, uh, a government um, a government company called Palantir. Um, I worked everywhere, man. Apple. I worked for Apple too. Um, the one thing about the cooking industry, especially here in the Silicon Valley, is that there's very few brothers and sisters in that industry around here. Um, I have noticed racism, covert racism in the kitchen. You know, you get treated a certain way when you're like the only one there. Um, it,
One may, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
yeah,
the thing about racism is it's not really it's not really I mean it can be overt, but it's really more institutional, so it's not you don't really see it as you don't really see it as being overt, so it can look like oh yeah, well they just that's just the way they might feel about it. It doesn't appear to be your skin color, but it's just about skin color. But if you, you're paying attention and look at certain things and see how they're doing certain things, you can obviously, see that it's about the skin color, color of the skin,
Mhm.
discrimination as far as that. But yeah, I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. But I mean, I see it here pretty frequently. I mean, people are not so blunt with it around here. It's always undercover. Um, it's just that they expect you to be a certain way around here, especially when you're seeking a position out here with these tech companies. There's always a problem with our hair that grows out naturally from our scalp. I mean, why is that an issue? I just feel like your hair has nothing to do with the skills that you bear to actually improve the company. That's a big issue around here. Um, I just I don't know, man. I'm just sick and tired of this place, man. I right now I'm at the point where I'm all like, man, I'm just sick and tired of all this. I'm just ready to move to Africa and just live a nice, peaceful life out there, man. Because
So it ain't.
I've
I
been living.
mean, I mean, it ain't gonna be as peaceful in Africa as you think it's gonna be.
You know what, man? It all depends, brother. If you have income coming in and
Yeah,
you're able to sustain yourself, brother, sky's the limit.
yeah. Yeah. You be good
Mhm.
until that Civil War come out, and then, then you gonna be in the same. You gonna be in the. You gonna be right. You be like, dang, it's worse. So I should stay in America.
Well, uh, I don't fear none of that stuff, bro. Those
I know you don't fear, it, but it's just like that's like it's like yeah, you go to Africa or whatever, fine, but I mean, and I'm not gonna tell nobody what they can and I'm not gonna tell what can and can't do. It's like just consider the options because like from what I've heard, people who actually traveled there, it's like I said, pretty much like the Africans kind of look at American blacks as like the same as the white people there. So it's like when the Civil War goes down, the first place they going to is to the to the American, place where America's at. So they don't really care about skin color. So it's like, but they will tell you, oh yeah, brother, yeah, yeah, yeah,
until
you brother until until something else till it come time when ain't brother,
mm,
time when
I have a different perspective on how I see that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has their own views. As for me, I'm just like I'm the type of person that will pick up and go. You know what I'm saying? I just don't fear anything because
I
if you
mean,
to be here in
yeah,
this world, then you will live through it. And it's
yeah,
and when your time is come and your number is called, then it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if I choose to live out there or buy some property out there where I can just travel back and forth here in America, do my conference work here where I'm able to, have some money, build up over here and live somewhere else where I can actually stretch my money. I think that would be the ultimate advantage of having America as sort of a somewhat foundation in a sense.
mm,
If you get
yeah,
where I'm coming from, foundation,
yeah,
the money
yeah. That
made, and then live somewhere else where the money can be stretched out beyond your wildest dreams type situation. That
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I think I was just saying, like, don't just put all your eggs, like,
oh
thinking
no
like Africa would be
oh
like a
no no
safe
no
thing.
no no sir.
Yeah, cause I'm like, you thinking that's gonna happen? Like, oh, I'm like, okay, good luck. I
Yeah.
hope you come out safe.
Nah, brother, I'm
Sure,
never putting
sure.
all the eggs in one basket, family. I'm always thinking about, being more resourceful with the income that comes in and, just making it work for me instead of me working for the money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But man, Chef Oriel's having a hard time getting up in here, man. He said, "Yeah,
Yeah,
I can't get back on." Oh man, yeah, it must be some BS over there in Dubai right now. I was in South Africa this summer, and the cost of milk charged 3 times because that's probably changed 3 times. The cost of milk chart changed 3 times. Well, that's probably because they don't have any kind of stability out there, and a lot of people like to travel out to South Africa, especially the Europeans. The Europeans like to travel out to South Africa, even though they don't belong there. But you know,
yeah. Yeah. Like I would say, South Africa is probably like one place where you would see like the Caucasians there trying to take over there, even though Mandela gave them a chance to live
they
because
should.
he saved them. Like I mean, we want to put it out there. It ain't there's nobody, but it's just like it's the facts. Like Mandela saved the ANC from killing all the Caucasian population there in South Africa because they're getting real close.
Well, it's not about killing them. They just need to get on that Mayflower and go back to where they came from. you know. So
Mhm.
so see, okay, so Chef Oriel just put out a perfect point right here about the cost of milk changing 3 times. Now, see, when you're vegan slash vegetarian, you don't actually rely on that stuff, so it doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That stuff wouldn't affect me. All I have to do is just go buy some almonds and have me some nice purified water or distilled water and make my almond milk right then and there on the spot. I don't need I don't need to drink animal DNA to live. So all that doesn't affect me. So I already know I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Mm-hmm. I'll make everything at home too. Shoot. I mean, I can make all sorts of stuff at home. So I just feel like I can live somewhere else besides America, man.
yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't tell nobody like not to do that. But yeah, yeah. I mean, it's good to like to spread out if you can, across different countries because that's like what the most successful people do anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They have like different spots over there. Now they might stay in the country that they live in, but it's like if they wanted to go, oh yeah, I want to go and chill out here, go in my go in my home here, or go in my home there.
Uh-huh.
They
Yeah.
can they can do that anytime they want to.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I plan on having it like that too, man. Um, you should probably go and look on my page, man. There's an opportunity there. It's just waiting for people to just hop on, bro. I mean, my team is growing every day. Even when I'm asleep, it's growing. So there's people who are joining, who are going to benefit off of the spillovers. And yeah, just go onto my channel, family. It's all about sharing the opportunity with other people who are like-minded and want to see themselves grow and prolong into the future and have something for their kids if they have any, or the future generation to come. Um, it's all about wealth building. So if you look on my channel, family, it's right then and there. I just came from that from the presentation just right now before I hopped onto your channel. So just feel free, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's
All
there.
right.
Take it or leave it. That's all. That's all I can say, brother. Take it or leave it. you
Yeah,
know,
I'll definitely check it out.
there's rougher times coming up ahead on us, and we just
Yeah, yeah, I already know. Yeah, I
yeah.
already know. We about to enter a depression, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
I say that because I see the patterns that businesses are doing. Because it's like I'm like, this look like kind of similar to what happened during the recession. Like a lot of people want to build a whole bunch of these condos and all that, and then they having all this and spending, and then it's just like I'm seeing like too much happening there that's looking so similar to the recession. I'm just like, okay, well, so I think I mean, I'm just like saying, we're gonna head to depression this time. I don't think it's gonna be a recession coming up, but
Man, the best thing that you can do right now, family, is look up if you go on Google and look up U.S. national debt clock and look at it on real time. It says national U.S. national debt clock real time, and that shows you how much this country is spending. It's crazy, man. These numbers are just jumping up, man, and it shows you the value of everything that's going on right now.
yeah, I mean, and it's like people say, well, why don't they pay that debt off? Or, we have debt and all that. I'm like, they can pay to China. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they probably got. I'm pretty sure they have the money to pay China, but
Uh-huh.
but they not gonna pay China because they don't want to give China all that money to infuse their economy with.
Uh, yeah, because if
So,
they do that, China's becoming will become the superpower. I mean,
well,
that
they already getting ready to move in, be number one anyway. They
hmm
already are.
That's a
They,
fact.
I mean, they just wait for the right moment now.
Uh-huh. Yep. Damn right. Damn right, man. Oh man. Well, it is what it is, man. People gonna do what they gonna do, and it's only up to the person whether they want to make the move or not. So, you know, you can't save everybody like they say.
I don't believe you can save everybody
Mm-mm.
because some people don't want to be saved. So,
Right, right, man. Man,
why am I waste money trying to save somebody who doesn't want to be saved? That's a
yeah, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But yeah, family, man, it was nice chopping it up with you, man. I just got home and hopped onto the stream, did the presentation, and then I hopped onto your stream real quick
yeah.
to give you a quick holla, man. I was just gonna get up in here and clean up a little bit. And
Let me address some chef had put in here because we said like most black people were in Zimbabwe, and then he said their economy is
bonk.
bonkers.
Right, right.
Yeah. I'm like I said, we probably gonna have to, I guess if we figure out a way to get around it another time, we'll see if we can get him to talk. I see if I get him to talk about it.
hmm Yeah, absolutely, family. Absolutely, man. Excuse me. But yeah, absolutely, fam. Well, let me get up on my way, man. And
Yeah.
you know, it was good chopping it up, and I'm gonna see you till next time, fam.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah. With that being said, yeah, with all the other people like Orion, Pillar Mama Gaming, Neo Sector Women, Tierra, Just As Shar, Ciova, of course, King Waves who just came in, who just left, and Chef Pharrell Young, good seeing y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. I know Chef Pharrell tried to, come and say something, Dubai really cracking down on them. So maybe we'll try to give him another time. Uh, but yeah, appreciate y'all for coming through. Know this is like been like a longer stream than I actually planned on doing, but I guess I would probably have to split this one up. I still need to split up the one from Chef Aurel Young, so we can people can watch that if they don't want to watch the whole thing all together. Make it more digestible. But yeah, appreciate y'all coming through, and I will see y'all later. I may do a Myers-Briggs personality test if anybody's interested in doing that. Let me know. I probably put a video on there. And people, if I get enough interest, I'll do it. If not, I ain't gonna worry about it. But yeah, holding bounds vibrations, people, and I'll see you guys later. Till next time. Good night, y'all.